Great Sunrise family. I'm here today to discuss personality and health and well being, how we treat ourselves, and how important it is to treat ourselves well. Also, factors that influence the reasons why we don't treat each other well. As a group of sisters together, when we get together, can you imagine? So many personalities from all different places, different experiences, different ways of thinking. You put them together, you're going to have some conflict. And we're going to discuss why these conflicts exist. And just in that little sentence there, it pretty much revealed a lot of reasons because we are from different walks of life with different experiences. And unfortunately, a lot of those experiences haven't been great. And when you talk about economics as well, you mix economics into that condition, into the conditions, then you have to also take in consideration your nutrition and your health. Those are all various different factors that affect our personalities of who we truly are and should be performing in. I'm going to share with you a couple articles. Hold for me just a second. I don't feel like I'm going to try to give some justice to this discussion because it's a very critical discussion. I feel that awareness of how these factors affect us so that we can no longer allow them to take over our lives and relationships and dictate to whom the person we will be. Okay. Okay, first let me share with you what impacts relationships. Okay. Your self esteem, this is taking charge of your health and well being. What impacts relationships? Role of self esteem. Self esteem, simply defined, is the opinion people have of themselves. It plays a vital role in relationships because it impacts the following: your ability to stand on your own and make decisions, take risks, and accept responsibility for your decisions, your perception of your value as a person, how you think others see you, and how that influences. I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I got taken out. What influences your decisions? How you think others see you and how that influences your decisions. How you view your purpose in life. How realistically you access your strengths and weaknesses. See, you have many people that have been affected by many things in different ways. But the key word is everybody has everybody has been affected by something, whether that thing has been good or a bad thing. It has affected our experience and existence here in some kind of way. Some people have been affected in ways that it made them a stronger personality, a stronger person, and it may have been a good experience. Some of us have been affected and it's been a bad experience, but it may made us a stronger person. But at times we think that bad experience defines us or um, has weakened us in some kind of way. So, can you imagine that two personalities coming together and being able to have a great relationship with amongst each other? No conflicts, no anything. See, that is the norm, but the unnorm is what is not normal, which is what is difficult, which makes a group of people have a battle over, is when the personality is off, that imbalance exists within the group. That just simply means that the person is not looking out for their well-being. They haven't got the help they needed. They may not even be eating the foods they need to eat. They might not be eating a proper diet. They may not be, and their environment may not be conducive to what they need. So it's important that we look at this and understand, and overstand it. Because somewhere you have to be the better person, and these interactions build you more because chopped up to be another experience in your life. It's another experience that you run into, that you are in this group of various different women from different walks of life, different conditions, different economic status, different environments, environmental factors that has shaped and molded who they are. So this is why I say that it's important, in if you want relationships, be it relationships here online with people, because you're dealing with people from all walks of life. We may share common experiences being Black in America, but there's different things that shape personalities. So, you know, there's different things that we allow. Our nature, our spirituality, our spiritual nature has been affected. It has been um, played with and tainted with. So, in many ways that this is done, when we look at we know the many ways. We know politically, socially, and economically. So, and also, we see a lot of um, divide and conquer, a lot of divide and conquer, and in ways that is perpetuated on a smaller stage when you're in that smaller group, due to those experiences and the lack of, because a lot of wisdom has been missing. A lot of the principles of life we have been robbed from. And we were given a book that they call righteousness. So, which doesn't really help you with your low self esteem. As Black women, low self esteem generally results from having a negative self image High, healthy self esteem results from having a positive self image. People with healthy self esteem are often confident, sure of themselves, and highly motivated. Healthy self esteem is a cornerstone to developing good relationships because it allows for a deeper connection with others. For more on this, see how can self-esteem impact our relationships. Okay. How can self-esteem impact our relationships? In many examples, which person do you think has low self-esteem? Which one has high self-esteem? I'm so insecure. I always feel like my boyfriend is looking at other women and finding them more attractive than me. I'm worried he's going to leave me. I think he gets sick of trying to reassure me. So, if this woman wasn't so focused on the boyfriend and focused on herself more, then she can have that happy balance between him and her. But it seems like she puts more emphasis on him than she does on her own self-care. Then she wouldn't care about him looking at other women because he's with her and he's not trying to do anything. And if he is trying to do something, the point that she takes care of herself and that she loves herself, it's a waste of her thought on what he's doing because it shows that he does not love himself. And then that's not a person that she needs to be with. And if she's keeps being overly concerned, then she's not a healthy fit for him either because both have to take care of themselves. Both have to love self before you can have this healthy relationship. Like I said before, it's a reflection upon the person who does the wrong in the relationship. They have to deal with themselves, which is yet to be dealt with. So, be it whether they cheat or not. My best friend wants to take kayaking lessons and keeps asking me to take them with her, but I don't want to. I'm afraid to try new things. I can tell I'm letting her down and being a drag, but I don't like to take risks. Well, I guess if the excuse was greater than she just doesn't want to take risk, she's actually missing out on a really good time, an outing with her best friend. And this is to do with her confidence in herself because her excuse is not healthy for her. She, mm, I can see if she just didn't feel like hanging out, she was tired or had other plans. But just the excuse, I'm afraid to try new things, is not healthy for her. She could be having a good time with her best friend, getting out, and learning a new new fun way of enjoy, a new fun way of, you know, having fun. I can tell I'm letting her down and being a drag, but I don't like to take risks. So this will only build her confidence if she would go out with her best friend and try this new thing. Besides, it's a lesson and it's learning experience. It's nothing to really fear because you're actually learning. And I'm sure they have safety, and they would emphasize safety in those lessons. And you don't have to be perfect because, like, it's a class. So, motivations. I wish I had a better job. I like to go back to school, but I never seem to get around to it. My family keeps encouraging me to go for it, but I can't seem to find the motivation. Motivation is critical to each and every one of us because we don't want to be stuck in something that is not fit for our personality, fit for our growth, fit for who we, our purpose. And we want to live up to our fullest potentials. So that motivation, we have to make sure we motivate ourselves, that we keep ourselves, we have to know ourselves. We have to know some things, information about ourselves to build up that motivation. We have to feel good about ourselves first and be confident in ourselves. All these things have to happen to have the motivation behind it to make those moves to be better and do better. Even though I could probably stand to lose a few pounds, I like the way I look. I'm fit and athletic and really strong. My partner compliments me on how I look, and I know really means it. He really means it. This is a great self image because it doesn't matter as long as you know you're taking care of yourself well, you're eating well, and you love the way you look, you love the way you feel healthy, you feel clean. There's no need to change anything. It's just to keep taking care of yourself, and those pounds will come off naturally. Just as long as you love the way you look and you're not trying to change it because of somebody else. But it should be you to make those decisions. Nobody else can make those decisions for you. If you're happy with the way it is and you're taking care of yourself and your health is good, all things that you're concerned for will melt away because you're doing the right things for your image, keeping it the way you want it. My brother and I decided to learn how to play hockey. We had never skated before, but thought we'd give it a try. Even better than learning how to play the game is how much time we spending laughing. We really have a great time together. Confidence. I go crazy if I don't have a goal that I'm working towards or a fun project. So I'm always either taking a class or doing volunteer work. Part of the fun is social setting. I meet a lot of people. Then when I get together with friends, I usually have something to say for myself or an interesting story to share. Motivation. Okay, let me go back to the other. And here it says how thoughts and emotions affect our health, vice versa. I think um, our health affects our thoughts and emotions because if you're not getting certain nutrients that you need, hold on, let me go back. All right. Okay, let me share this screen back again. I must have not been in. Let me see. I must have messed up something. Let's stop sharing this. Put this in. Okay, the impact of nutrients on mental health and well-being. A good nutritional status is important for maintaining normal body functions and preventing or mitigating dysfunction induced by internal or external factors. Nutritional deficiencies often results in impaired functions, and conversely, intakes at recommended levels can resume or further enhance body functions. An increasing number of studies are revealing that diet and nutrition are critical not only for for, for physiological, physiolog, lo- phys- physio- physiology, for the physiology and body composition, but also have a significant effects on your mood, and mental well-being. It may what I'm trying to get across, it may not be personal that people have issues. A lot of our issues are not meant to affect other people. Our issues are a way the way we deal with it. We have no choice a lot of times but to and it, inadvertently harms other people. We harm each other for our lack of well-being, the things that we need, nutrients. Our health may be bad, our weight may be bad, you know um, different factors in that affect our relationships. An increasing number of studies are revealing that diet and nutrition are critical, like they said, not only for physiology and body composition, but also have a significant effects on mood, mental well-being in particular. Western dietary habits have been the object of several research studies focusing on the relationship between nutrition and mental health. This review aims to summarize the current knowledge about the relationship between the intake of specific micro and micronutrients, including eicosapentaenoic acid, docosahexaenoic acid, alpha tocopherol, magnesium and folic acid, and mental health, with particular reference to their beneficial effect on stress, sleep disorders, anxiety, mild cognitive impairment, as well as neuropsychiatric disorders. All significantly sleep dis- all significantly affecting the quality of life of increasing number of people. Overall data support a positive role for the nutrients mentioned above in the preservation of normal brain functions and mental well-being. Also through the control of inflammation and encourage their integration in a well-balanced and varied diet, accompanied by a healthy lifestyle. This strategy is of particular importance when considered the global human aging and that brain suffers significantly from the lifelong impact of stress factors. So, as we all know, these different factors come together, and when you get a group of Black female in particular together, or just a group of people, if we get together, there's going to be factors that don't have to necessarily that are not naturally meant to um well, let me correct that, because these factors are not natural. A lot of these factors are not natural. What I'm saying is that what is not natural is our relationship amongst each other being a conflicting instead of um so there are factors such as what we eat, um, and our environments that play upon our natural personalities and how we are supposed to be, and how we and how others interact with us, or how they act towards how we are, would be, or would be, because a lot of us are not acting within ourselves due to these various different factors and eating habits and self-image and self-confidence. Um, and that's why I say it's important that we focus in on self and listen to the body. Because if you're listening to your body on what it's telling you, then you know whether you're in a good condition to join in on with the group or not. Each of us have that responsibility for ourselves to ensure whether we are have all our things needs met and our health, all the we have all the our health needs taken care of so that we can be a well person, being, a well-being. We have obstacles to and hurdles to jump over in our lives due to these factors that are not of our control. But knowing the basics and how those things make us feel or how low those things try to pull us down, we know where we need to go or where we need to get to as far as our well-being and health of our bodies, because the body is important. The body dictates a lot more than we know. So, with that said, always remember true love, real peace, and the higher self within our souls. Till next time.